Hey guys, I'm trying to get the handle of this, guys. I swore I wouldn't move the camera all around as much as normal. I did that part on purpose. I don't want to hear about it. I'm trying to stabilize a little bit better, but I like doing things spur of the moment, so I'm not big on setting up the tripod. Okay, well, you're having a pretty quick look at Tippy hanging out and sleeping over the back of my shoulder there. And listen, this is a sort of a reaction video. We're going to take a look at the comments on one of my recent videos, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But first, let's have a quick wristwatch check. Tudor, Pelagos, blue. Oh, by the way, restabilize, very important. Couple quick things. The first thing is I'm on a watch diet, so I have put every watch that I own is in the bank box right now, with the exception of this Tudor Pelagos blue and a G-Shock for, like working out and doing crazy stuff. I got to dig ditches and, ride a steamroller and, use a jackhammer. I'm going to use a G-Shock. Not that I do any of those things, but, I might. So anyway, it's a watch diet. I'm going to wear this a week and see if I can't learn to love it again, because it's a great watch. It's not been in heavy rotation. Okay, so let's move on into the subject of this video, which is to talk about the love and hatred evoked by my April Fool's Day joke on you guys. Now, if I were really technically, advanced, I would be able to say, hey, click on the link in the upper right-hand corner, and you'll have a look at that video. And maybe I'll be able to figure that out. If not, I know how to copy and paste it into the description. So when you're done this video, if there wasn't anything up there at the appropriate moment, then go to the description of this video and you'll be able to see the one that I'm talking about here, which is the April Fool's Day joke. Cut! So just a quick recap. Here's a look at the thumbnail of that video. If you haven't seen it, by the way, just go back into the description of this video and take a look. But I did an April Fool's Day joke, which I called, I sold my Tudor and Rolex watches to fund the grail that I just bought. And then I went into great detail about which of my various Rolex and Tudor watches I was selling. And basically it was some really good stuff, including a 2-line no-date sub, which is a 14060M, and an old-fashioned sort of vintage Sea Dweller pre-ceramic. So these were like some good watches that I was purporting to sell, and I talked about them in great detail in that video. Before I show you a couple of the watches that I was joking about selling, look at the number of dislikes on this video. It's kind of funny, but there's some people just do not like to be the butt of an April Fool's Day joke. Like I would ever sell this one. This is the first Rolex I ever owned. I bought it new at the authorized dealer in 1987. It's so old it dates back to when they still had acrylic crystals on these guys. Here's the blue Tudor Pelagos that you saw in the quick wristwatch check at the beginning of this video. I don't wear it all that much, but I'm trying to bond with it because actually I like it a whole heck of a lot, and it's definitely a keeper. I don't think I'll ever really sell this one either. Here is a 16660, and this is a pre-ceramic Sea Dweller. It's a keeper, and it's living in the safe deposit box. I don't often wear it, but it is a keeper. So in the April Fool's Day video, I put up a bunch of watches that I said I might be considering as my grail, and they included a Vacheron and Constantin overseas, as well as a Lange 1. But then ultimately, I showed the watch that you are looking at now, and I let it slowly scroll until the beautiful name Squale was revealed. And and I thought I made it pretty clear by the end of that video that this was an April Fool's joke, but we're going to talk about the comments. Some of them were really funny, and some of these people didn't actually even get the joke. Oh, and just in case you were one of those people, no, the Squale was not my grail, and I didn't sell anything, and I most certainly didn't buy that blue Squale. Dr. Bruce is a buddy who joins me often on the Archie Luxury live stream, and he says, I'm sure I got sucker punched and fell for this joke. That scares me a little, Dr. Bruce. You went to medical school. You're a surgeon. I would think that you would be more discriminating than that, but I'm awful glad that I got a joke in on you. Klaatu Prime actually does point out an area that I struggle in, and he asked me to consider regulating the volume on my introduction because the intro music blew him out of his chair. And I get that, so I have been making an effort to do that. Tell me in the comments, did I nail it on this video? Because I have turned down that intro music so that it's not so glaringly loud in contrast to the voiceovers. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Nai, but he has a very simple message, which is, I hate you. But he threw in the LOL, so that makes it okay. Some of these comments are definitely among my favorites, and Crow's Nest 3000 has made one of my favorite comments of all time on this video. Dumbass move, that pre-ceramic sea dweller is a big future investment. Who the hell wants a secondhand Langa? You work with dogs, the Langa will break as soon as you look at it. Dumb. Well, let me tell you who's dumb, Mr. Crow's Nest 3000. You're dumb, because the whole thing was a joke, and I didn't buy the Langa, and I didn't sell any of that stuff. How could you not have known that? And you called me dumb. MFL, which I think is M Florida, says hook, line, and sinker. Or hook, line, and sink. I don't know. He forgot sinker. Anyway, sounds like a fishing reference to me. The next guy took spelling lessons from Donald Trump. Woo Bloodkin said Rolex is the new shitters. And I gotta wait because it's scrolling slow. They're just boring. Fact of this is not an April Fool's joke. I don't know. You'll wait till this scrolls and you read it. But anyway, they're just nasty word. You know what? Rolex are not boring. Rolex are quality. Now, mind you, if you're in the younger generation, it might not be your cup of tea. Maybe you like something a little flashier and more electronic, like an Apple Watch. But hey, for the old farts in my age bracket anyway, Rolex is the shiznit. Are the kids still saying shiznit? Here's a simple but elegant comment. But you know what? I think this was meant lovingly, or at least that's the way I'm taking it. Same with this one. Here's a guy who obviously gets it. He didn't have much to say, but it warmed the cockles, if you will. It made me happy. I probably lost 40 angry subscribers over this one, but I did get Fernando Marcel Menezes. So thank you, Fernando Marcel Menezes, for subscribing. Hope you're seeing this. Look forward to keeping you on my channel. Jean-Paul Renault says, well done, sir. Which is a nice comment, but basically I'm only using this so I can say Jean-Paul Renault and use my French accent a couple of times. Vacheron Constantin, Monsieur Renault, merci beaucoup. Let's face it, Cov Labs, the entire YouTube platform is a giant waste of time. Theoretically, we're all just marking time until the mortality comes, till the angel of death swoops down and takes us. And hey, I'm just here to help you pass a few, fun-filled moments. Hope I did my job again. Listen closely, YFZI. I'm going to give you the answer to everything. Yes, he sold the watches. That's what he did. That's what happened. He did. Well, we get a classic with an exclamation point out of Monsignor Guido Pelagos. What's up, Guido? I hope you are enjoying your Pelagos as I am enjoying mine right now. Because, no, I didn't sell it. Unless your name is YFZI, in which case, I sold it. I did. Really. Live with Clive. Clive the Minotaur Wrangler kicking in with a you know what. Pucker. That's pucker. The H is silent. And here we have the one, the only, the irrepressible, the man with the hat. I can say irrepressible, I swear to God. Adrikos, Andy Hunter, who says, you're a sick man, Mark, which is absolutely true, but I'm glad to hear the diagnosis from a fellow traveler, buddy. Look, here's my favorite one of all. Done deal says, just wasted 7 minutes of my life, thanks. And there's my answer. Let's be honest, it was pretty empty and sad anyway. That was a good one. And then there's the famous last word, cruel. Emmanuel, cruel. He just thought it was nasty what I did.